Hey guys, welcome to another unboxing video. I got two boxes and I'll be making two separate videos for those. One box is this one right here, which is one series complete run or full run up until like from which issue 1 up until like 25. And the other one is an assortment of comics, so that's why I'm gonna make two separate videos for it. And yeah, let's start opening the box up. I've been waiting to open this box for a couple of days, just didn't get the time to do it, and I've been pretty anxious to open it up because I'm interested in the quality of the comics, because it's yeah, I couldn't resist. It was a pretty expensive purchase, but I couldn't resist, so I'm very curious at the state of the comics, and we're gonna take a look at that. It's a nice sturdy box, so that's always nice if the seller ships it in sturdy packaging material. There's a box inside the box. This might just be the best packaging I've had up until now. There's a box inside of a box with foam buffers. Yeah, it's very well packed. Yeah, this is very nice. It's well done. So this box is it might just be a little bit less impressive than the other box. It's smaller now, so but there's still very nice comics inside. So happy that I got it in. It's nice of you guys to join me. And I've already had some issues of this series come in the past week, but this is a nice addition to it. Here we go. Look at that. They're all separately, individually back and boarded, which is always nice, but I'm gonna take them all out of the backs and boards anyway and redo it. So I'll take you guys along with that process. Not so much bagging, put it in the bag again, but just taking them out. Spider-Woman Volume 1, issue 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, issue number 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and of course Spider-Woman issue number 1. And I'm very curious in which state this one is in. I'll be extra careful with the tapes on it. Take them off. There we go. I already noticed that there's a slight damage on it, but it looks pretty nice. I think this must have come out in what, maybe 77 or something like that. Maybe a little bit later. 76 even. 1976. Written by Marv Wolfman and art by Carmen Infantino. It looks different in this issue. I'm not familiar with the whole backstory of Spider-Woman, so this is very interesting to me. As you can see, the pages are colored, like off-white brownish, but it looks very nice. Very nice. I'm very happy with this. Put it to the side. Next up is issue number 2. Some of these issues were pretty expensive. I bought the whole lot, but I always check what the worth is of the issues online to get sort of an idea of like to how far I will go with spending money on it, and especially with the Disney, what Disney's gonna do with Spider-Woman. These issues will probably go up in price, so I figured, well, I might as well just pay a big price for it right now before it goes up in price even more in value. Very nice. I'm very happy to have this. Issue number 2. And I'm not sure if this is the first appearance of the Brothers Grimm, but it might be. I'm not 100% sure about that. First time I saw these guys in a comic was with, I think in a Web of Spider-Man, in an X of Vengeance storyline. That's how I became familiar with these guys. And I think in the beginning there was only one Brother Grimm, but it would become the Brothers Grimm later on. Not entirely sure how that works, but I think later on in this series they start to being 2 Brothers Grimm and not just one. So Return of the Hangman in the next issue is what I'm seeing. Same story by Marv Wolfman and Carmen Infantino doing the pencils. It's really classic. This one is in 76 as well. And since I'm not familiar with this series, I'm not familiar with the villains either. But this guy, the Hangman, I know him from Avengers West Coast, like the later issues. And I think that's the same guy, but I'm not 100% sure about that. As you can see, like there's a little bit of damage on the top side. Small dent right there on top. But apart from that, they look really good. Yeah, so covered by Dave Cockrum. But the insides are done by Carmen Infantino as well. Yeah, very happy with this deck. I'm not going to go through all the issues, but I just want to show you guys like the art on the inside done by Carmen Infantino. Looks pretty solid, especially for in those times. Still in battle with the Brother Grimm and the Hangman. Issue number 4. I'll just open issue number 5 as well, and then just show you guys the covers of the other issues, and maybe open 1 or 2. So just want to take a look at the Brothers Grimm and maybe some other villains who show up in this series. Especially on the outside, they look really good. Like the insides, the pages are discolored, but I guess that's normal. I have no I really have no idea who this guy is. Let's see if I can figure it out. This guy. I have no idea. I don't think it's a villain that shows up in any other series other than this one, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Morgan Le Fay. Some people might be familiar with it. Sorceress. Tidy this up a little bit and then just go through the other issues cover by cover. Werewolf by Night, who's gonna get his own series on Disney Plus. Some of you might be familiar with that. Doesn't really show who the villain is in this one. No idea. The same goes for this actually. I have no idea if this is a more famous villain. I don't know what that guy is. But I'm very happy with these issues. And the Needle, I think this is like the first appearance of the Needle. I've never heard of this villain before, but I was doing some research on these comics. And I think this is the first appearance of the Needle. Somehow he reminded me of the villain 8-Ball from Sleepwalker a little bit, because of the weapon he's holding in his hand. Other than that, there's no real likeness between the two, but it just made me think of 8-Ball. I'm just gonna browse through this one real quick. You can see the art is getting better. Still done by Infantino, maybe because of the ink, or maybe Bob Wyacek, or however you pronounce it, did a better job, because this is inked by Al Gordon, as you can see. Still the same artist, Carmine Infantino, same as on the cover, but this just looks amazing. It's really different than what you see here. This is more of a horror-ish look, like the horror comics from back in the 60s or something like that. The Needle. It's very dynamic though, it looks very dynamic. A lot of talking, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is really a backstory of the Needle guy. Never seen that villain before, apart from before I saw it in this comic. Kind of curious now. Maybe you guys are familiar with it, or in which series it came out, the villain made an appearance as well. So let me know in the comments. So I'm quite interested in that. The Gypsy Moth. This one became a pretty big figure later on, I think. That's issue number 10. The Gypsy Moth. And then there's a Return of the Brother Grimm. Next up. You're right, here's two Brothers Grimm. So this is where it changes from 1 into 2. So I'm just gonna open this one as well. All I know about the guys is that I think they had like they could do some magic tricks or something like that. Like in the days in Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man comics. Some kind of carnival here. And right here, there's two Brothers Grimm. Right, here they get possessed by some spirits, something like that. yeah, they were yeah, so they're possessed puppets or something like that. There's this guy's holding 2 effigies and some figurines, and sort of like a voodoo-ish type possession thing, and suddenly they became alive. So that's how they that's sort of the origin of the Grimm brothers, I guess. I did not know that. I thought they were separate entities, but apparently it's one guy possessing 2 bodies or something like that. There's some witchcraft going on here from what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's some witchcraft. And here they unmask themselves. Okay, so now I'm confused. I have no idea if it's only 1 or 2. I have no idea. I'm lost. I'm gonna have to read them, I guess. I did not know that Spider-Woman is somewhat edging on the occult with the magic and Morgan Le Fay. And this guy, I did not know about that. And then we have the Shroud, which is a somewhat obscure character. And he has a spider thing as well. And I'm not sure, but I think that he is able to manipulate the dark force powers, but I'm not sure about that. I'll just open it up. Suddenly the Shroud. I'm not sure if that guy has spider-like powers or that he just has that as an icon on his costume. Let me see if I can see it right here. The blackness that descends upon the room is overwhelming. Its intensity, but the man who brought it murders mouths. Yeah, so I think it's dark force powers that he's using, but I'm not sure why there's a spider-like thing on his costume. Mantle of Night. So this is the whole backstory of the Shroud, I guess. Oh wait, what does it say here? Finally, after years of study, the priests deemed him ready to receive their goddess' favorite kiss of Kali. Oh, so that's Indian, I think. Or Tibetan, maybe? Secret Arts, Master of Darkness, Priest of Kali. But that looks sort of Tibetan, but I thought that Kali was something, oh, maybe it's Tibetan. But yeah, there's Hinduism, I guess. Guess I got some history lessons to catch up on. Religious. Anyways, we got some backstory on the Shroud in there. Then we have Cults and Robbers, an issue which continues from the last one. Issue 15. Yeah, it's still the same story with the Shroud and the Death Cult and the Kali Goddess. All you need is hate. Oh wait, this is a Sinkwick's cover. But this must be like really in the early years because it doesn't have any of his abstract-ish lining work. So this is where he actually still drew, sort of, and not so much abstract style. So I'm just gonna open it up and see if the insides are done by Bill Sienkiewicz as well. No, the insides are done by Carmen Infantino as well. I'm just curious. This must be from before he started drawing in an abstract way, but it looks really good. Yeah, he's a master. Next up, we got the Death Plunge. I'm not sure if this is against an impactful villain. Scenes of the Flesh. Issue number 18. And Werewolf by Night again. And the Enforcer. At last, face to face with Spider-Man. Issue number 20. That was bound to happen, I guess. Killer Clown. The Crimes of the Killer Clown. I think there's just some random villains with robbers and some people having guns with special powers apart from just bullets, like here. And the guy in the previous cover, sort of like a sonic gun or something like that, and it looks like it's the same gun as on here. So that's probably part of the storyline, most likely. And then the final one, issue number 25, and I have no idea why there's suddenly 2 Spider-Woman women. No idea, but I'll find it out one day. So that's it for this box. All Spider-Womans. From what I could see, the comics were in really good shape, so I'm very pleased with that. Wasn't sure if they would all be. I looked at some pictures and I was aiming for issue number 1, of course. Putting my most attention on that one. But from what I can see, they all look pretty good, so I'm very happy with this. I want to let you guys enjoy the covers as well and some of the interior art. Yeah. The other box is going to be a variety of different comics, no full runs or anything, but there might be some interesting for some of you guys to take a look at, and maybe be surprised with some of the comics. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next video, and thanks for watching this one. See ya!